Welcome back to the Culture of Currency, where we have a top 15 countdown. This year is concluding. 2025 is right around the corner, which means a couple of things. One, that we get to rank our top 15 pickups of the year. But before we get to that, remember that our December giveaway is right around the corner. We're going to be giving away a couple of ounces of the finest silver this side of the Pecos River, as well as getting ready for that 4K and 5K giveaway, which is hundreds of dollars in silver. And many of you are waiting on the first year results of the generic versus premium bullion metrics. That should be coming within the next couple of days as well, because we're wrapping up this year, quarter four. And there's a lot of interesting data that's been showing. So without further ado, number 15 of the I picked up roughly 35 ounces this year of premium silver. $100 a month is all I spent to show that you can do it too. And this is number 15 on our list. This comes from the nation of Tokelau. You can absolutely tell that because of the Tuluma here, which is kind of their symbol. It is a tackle box. It's a vintage round, 2016. Look at that, just gorgeous. It's very rare for me to find an older piece of silver that seems like it was fresh struck, but here we are, which shows you the quality of the stuff coming out of these areas. So that is a sailfish, though it does kind of look a bit more like a marlin, I will tell you, the sail, but it could be the perspective. The sail doesn't seem to be very high, but it is gorgeous regardless. Absolutely in love with that, and that is the number 15 on our list of coins from the year 2024 that we got. Number 14 is an antiqued one from the nation of Samoa. Gorgeous. And this is extremely low mintage, by the way, because it is antiqued. Right there we have Jesus the teacher. We see the Byzantine Greek all over the place, the Byzantine art form, the big dome above the person's head that they're highlighting, the Holy One. So you have that crown, that kind of glowing circle. If you were to look at the Byzantine art, you would see it all over the place. Pretty cool. So that is number 14. Number 13, we go to Australia. This is a wedge-tailed eagle that I picked up this year. This is another wedge-tailed eagle for the collection, one of the cooler series out there. Beautiful bird. And we're going to stay in Australia. For this one, coming in at number 12, we have the Brumby. This is actually my first Brumby coin. Beautiful there, the pair of Brumby. It's almost like a twofer. And number 11, right here, we go to the African nation of Rwanda, one of the best nations in all of Africa for getting silver coins. This is in their ship series. Really cool nautical ounce there. This is the Mayflower, of course. We do have in-depth videos over every single one of these coins, except for one or two that I just haven't got around to yet. So if you're interested in these coins, their history, their culture, please go check out those videos. Now we break into the top 10. Coming in at number 10 is a powerhouse, which shows you the strength of this year's silver. This obverse is from the nation of Niue. You can see the seal right there. We have a muse plucking a star out. Just gorgeous iconography right there. And on the back, this shows William Shakespeare. This is the Icons of Inspiration series, where they highlight people that changed the world. And obviously, Mr. Bill here, William Shakespeare, was one of those. Just gorgeous coin. Here we are with number 9. We're back in Australia. And this is the Emu. All of these bought at APMEX, by the way. If you see any of these that you like, that's the place that I would check, as they tend to have the best variety and the best availability of many of these coins. Gorgeous. All of these, for the most part, are extremely low mintage, by the way. Another reason to jump on them now. Alright, so now we go to Tuvalu for one of the most iconic series of the past couple of years. This is a pirate series. And this one is the Fancy. Captain Henry Every of the Fancy, the pirate ounce. See the skulls back here in the background. Probably the most successful pirate, I'd say, as far as his ability to get high-value targets and bring them into his armada. We go to number 7, which is a classic. We have Charles on the front. We have Australia, the frosted background. Many of you already know what this is. And it's going to be the 2024 Kookaburra. One of the coolest designs of a kook I have seen. And yes, I've done my research. They actually do hunt and eat snakes. They might not carry them that way, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. And now we are at number 6, and we go back to the African nation of Rwanda. They have one of the coolest lunar series in the world with a mosaic theme, and this is their Year of the Dragon. You will see another lunar in this countdown, as I value lunars very highly. They're gorgeous. One of the cooler series in silver. But this is the Rwanda Mosaic Dragon. Now we go to number 5. Coming in at number 5 is one most of you probably will hate me for. It is Australian. I just happen to love this coin. You don't see this theme very often, and that is architecture. And here we have the culturally relevant Sydney Opera House. I just think everything about this reverse is stunning. May not have the lowest of mintages. I want to say it was around 40,000. I can't remember. Maybe 50,000. But it is just stunning, and it tells such a story of one of the most historic sites of human achievement in the Sydney Opera House. All right, so now we're at number 4, and we go back to a lunar. As we can see, this is the Royal Australian Mint, who I think has the coolest lunar cycle on the market. It may not be the most relevant. I would say Bhutan's is probably the most relevant from a cultural standpoint, but this is the coolest. The cycle rotates every single year, so that at the 12 o'clock position you see the animal of that particular lunar year. And this, of course, is the dragon. Just gorgeous. One of my favorites of the entire year. Brings us to number 3, which we stay in Australia for. And this is the 125th anniversary of the Perth Mint. And we get to see the 3 Ks, the koala, the kookaburra, and the kangaroo. Be careful how you say the 3 Ks of those 3 animals, because you can get in some trouble here on YouTube. But yeah, gorgeous. I love it. 100% think this is one of the coolest commemoratives I have seen that highlights a anniversary. Just really stunning. Obviously, those 3 animals synonymous with Australia. 2 of them happen to be in some of the strongest series in the entire world. And obviously, the Roo is their standard issued bullion coin, kind of like the American Silver Eagle is in America. And one of the most undervalued, I find. I find that they are cast down upon by the community for some reason, and I don't know why that is. I love them. This brings us to number 2. Number 2 is a newcomer, a series that was started this year, and one of the best I have seen. Obviously, we see this comes from the nation of Niue, and it is absolutely stunning. This is the obverse, by the way. We see a nautical theme here. And I want to say this is a Sea Monsters or Sea Legends or something like that. But this is the first in the series, and it is the Sea Serpent. Extremely low mintage. The light just dazzles on this thing. It is in a delicate balance with that light. It is so cool. The way that the water cascades across the storm, the different textures within the sea serpent. Just a classic, beautiful coin. And obviously there's many nations that have relevance to this iconography. And our number one coin of the year, for this year, we go back to the Icons of Inspiration series, which has, in my mind, the best obverse of the year for sure. And for reverse, this one happens to be just a bit above all the rest I have seen. And it is Johann Gutenberg, whose father was a mint master, by the way, so he does have a strong connection to what we love. But as you can see, Gutenberg here, doing Gutenberg things. He's got his pages there. He's got his press here. The Germanic Latin there in the background. Just so much to enjoy. The history is fantastic. Absolutely love the significance. Just everything about it is gorgeous. So that is my list of my top 15 coins that I collected this year. I would love to know what you think down in the comments. What did I get wrong? Which ones of the ones that I bought should I have considered more? Am I just silly? Whatever it is. So just throw that down in the comments and let me know. But that's what we have for you today. I thought you'd enjoy what I think about these coins that I bought. But that's my top 15. So roughly 35 bought this year. Those are the top. But thank you so much for watching. And as always, please remember to stay classy and current with the culture of currency.